And hello, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Nothing super inappropriate here. Oh, Scott's back.
There we go.
That's something inappropriate.
Yeah.
Scott is inappropriate.
Scott is inappropriate.
I'm calling
Inappropriately attractive.
Yeah. So, welcome everybody. We are going to get started, but let's bring us back from what happened last week. Mintra, our 18-inch, is that how tall Mintra is? I just assumed everybody said 18
if that is tiny.
I don't think I've come up with a height for him.
Okay.
Let's say 18 inches. He's a small one.
Mintra, our tiny little gnome, found himself in a dream state where he met the twins.
I mean, Mintra is this tall.
Yep. He met Naveen and
Well,
Naveen.
okay, gnomes are supposed to be 3 feet tall. So
Yeah,
we'll
I was gonna say if you're a foot and a half, holy shit, that is tiny. You're like, you have no kneecaps tiny.
He is 37.2 inches tall because he cares about the 0.2.
Yeah, we got to throw that 0.2 in there. Met the twins, found out what he is supposed to be doing to assist them in what they're doing and why the twins are starting to get involved. He woke up, everybody started talking. The group had landed or appeared in a rainstorm on a road outside of a city and away from a keep. They made the decision because they wanted to get sleep in a nice warm bed, have some good food and drink, to go visit the town of Spirewitch, which for some reason Nanny miraculously pulled where they were at out of a hat, just knew exactly where it was and validated it with a very old map that Mintra had. They go, they meet a very old crusty guard. He is charmed, allows him in the middle of the night, which he wasn't supposed to. They go to an inn. What was the inn's name again?
Oh shit.
The something twig.
Deranged
twig. The deranged
twig, yep.
Where as they went in to enter, they met a golem on the outside, walked in.
I believe it's called a disco golem.
Yeah,
it is now.
It is. It was for a bit. Went inside, saw some floating armor, negotiated room and board for Mintra to tell a wondrous tale, and Nanny to back it up with another wondrous tale.
After turning it into a complete shit show.
Yeah, well, we haven't gotten to the shit show part. As the party is sitting around, having their discussions, trying to figure things out, Gally gets into a very heavy discussion with Nanny and excludes our trepid druid, who revivified Gally at the last battle. And that was enough.
Hey Sean, you're feedbacking into your mic. Just FYI, I can hear Dennis in your.
And
I'll fix that.
Theron had enough of being excluded because Gally had excluded him from several conversations and when he was naming off the people of the group. So Theron took away the circle of trust from Spike, cast Spike right behind Gally. Spike exploded on the scene, doing damage to Gally, burning the walls and the table, pissing off the proprietor of the inn with a very powerful magic user. And what was his name?
Sir Fabian or something like that?
Fabian. Yep, Fabian. And Fabian kicked the party. Godorak, being the very nice, awesome, lawful good fighter that he is, just kind of tucked tail and walked out, knowing that he didn't feel right dealing with this.
Hey, the proprietor asked us to leave. I'm okay, better get out.
However, Lord Kyrus, in his rich sauciness, was recognized by Fabian, made the most epic persuasion roll to not only get the party their room and board, but potentially other information and stuff for in the morning. So as we ended, the party was sent to their rooms. Lord Kyrus to the suite.
I chose to go to my room, just for the record, because no one tells Daddy what to do.
Lord Kyrus got his suite. Godorak and Galley both got really nice rooms, while the smaller guys and the elves, what does that mean? Ended up getting
The storage
single
closet.
bed, smaller closet type. So that is where we're at.
Let me know if you hear Dennis again through my mic.
Okay.
And we enter the night. Lord Kyrus, as you lay asleep,
Ooh. All by myself for the first time in ages.
you hear a sound of flames, crackles. Then you feel the bottom of your bed sink down a little bit. And
I
you look up.
roll off quickly away from the fiery whatever wood that's cracking. I don't know, but I'm up and out.
Roll up really quickly. You notice, you see
Hello?
this. So you see the being that
Oh.
you know that you've had many conversations with sitting in front of you.
Well, that
Wow.
looks creepy.
I don't
Yeah,
see anything.
Look
Yeah,
at
I
it.
don't see
Apparently,
it.
apparently,
It's in
Kyrus
his
just should
room.
never go to
Look
sleep
right below
ever.
his bed.
I don't even
It's
see
horrifying.
him on the map. I see it on the stream, but
I've
You
got
gotta-
Gali, but I don't see anything else. I've got myself and Galil. Gali, sorry.
Well, let me see if I can
you're new.
give it for you
You
guys.
get your one Mintra.
Let me do it this way then.
I see my closet.
Yep, you will have your closet, but let's go this way here. And we should be able to go like that, and that should work.
Yep,
Oh,
now
yeah.
I'm good.
All right, perfect. He
is it the same
smiled.
guy from my first dream, Dennis?
What's that?
Same guy from the first dream?
No, this is your patron. And he's
Oh,
yes.
that's fucking scary, dude.
He sits down and squats right, just kind of in a squatting position on the edge of the bed.
Oh, well, then I stand and offer him a chair. A
And
seat?
I'm fine, he says.
I'll stand.
Do you like the closets? They were nifty, weren't they?
No, I don't think that I like demons trying to touch my body in the middle of the night without my permission.
It was all in fun and games.
I don't know if I'd say fun. Games are fine, but we aren't playing games.
Oh, well, we are. We're just getting you stronger.
Well, then I'm going to need a lot more than closets and, if I may say so myself, weak weaponry and weak gear with which to accomplish whatever purposes I'm supposed to accomplish.
But the weaponry and gear, that's the minutia. The true power comes from within. You know that.
Oh, I'm powerful. There's no doubt there. And as I grow, I intend to be able to accomplish those things that I've set out to do.
Yes, but and he arches his back a little bit. He just kind of stretches it, and all of a sudden you see the cloak lift up and his wings march out and come out to the side. And he goes, "I hate clothes. They're too damn." And he just kind of
You need to
flaps
get a
over.
better tailor.
What was that?
You need to get a better tailor. I could recommend
Yeah.
several.
It's just these wings, they hurt. You did good with innocence. Your friends, they're helping you out. But
Quality.
the lords, just to give you warning, are going to start ratcheting things up a bit. Be careful.
I appreciate that. I think, however, that the lords continue to not only underestimate us, but if I were them, I'd be a little more cautious myself.
The difference between the lords and you guys is they have an inexhaustible supply. You have 7.
Yeah, but see, Daddy's hungry and he needs to eat. And I kind of let him like flex to see the souls. Because the only way that I'm going to grow is by consuming. And the more that I consume, and the more that they throw at us that I can consume, well, then the stronger I'm just going to become.
He kind of looks at your arms and he just laughs. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh,
I imagined you would approve.
Kirstis is gonna hate that.
Oh no, Kirstis loves destruction. Few things make him happier than a good old thunderstorm and a bunch of destruction.
But again, he's not too fond of trapping souls.
Well, they're not trapped. They're temporarily displaced before I move them on to their final resting places.
Spin it like it is. He still views it as trapped. You know that. And
We haven't had many conversations about it.
I just wanted to know. I've admired some of your friends. They dispatched innocents pretty good. That was impressive.
They're competent.
The priest gave them a little run for their money, but
Tricks.
they did well. But I had to come by because it's time for you to grow in power.
I've been waiting.
And
forever.
What he walks over to you and he just hits you on the arm, right on your left arm with his handprint, and you just feel your skin sizzle, and the handprint forms, and all of a sudden it tweaks and shapes itself into the trident and the double-masted ship of Kirstis. And he goes, "That should help you ensure that you can cast the spells that you gain."
Did you just get branded?
No.
Tattoo?
You guys. Elric.
And as he starts to walk, you see him slowly start to fade, and he stops, and he turns to you. Again, a fair warning. They're ratcheting things up.
My patron, I appreciate this. And I give him a low bow, Dennis.
And he just nods his head and he smiles. And as he walks, it looks like he's walking through the floor as he dissipates out.
Cool trick. At 7th level, I'll be able to pull that off in no time.
And you can go back to bed.
I'm kind of up, so I figure I might as well do some workout stretch, take myself maybe a bath, and I don't know, think about the life.
Okay. As morning comes about.
Can I jump in real quick?
You can.
While it's still nighttime, Galley's gonna get up at some point in the middle of the night. And do I know what room Mintra stayed in?
Yeah, I mean, you guys came up the top of the stairs.
I mean, I have a. Let me ask this again. If I go down the stairs, is the barkeep still at the bar?
Well, the armor's still at the bar.
All right. I'll go ask the armor which room is Mintra's.
You get no response.
I lay 5 gold on the counter and just slide it across.
Still no response.
I leave the gold.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go upstairs, and I want to just like knowing what room I'm in, and knowing that Kyrus likely got the preferential treatment of the large room. I just want to like slowly open one of the doors and see if Mintra's in there.
As you all came up the stairs, if you came up the stairs together, you know the 4 walked to the left while you guys walked. You were guided. You were guided that way. So you do know that their rooms are somewhere to the left, but you don't know who took what room.
All right. And there's 4 rooms?
Yeah, there's actually a ton of rooms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it just depends. I mean, let's do this.
Yeah, we can't see outside the room. Just FYI, if you're looking.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh, there's a shitload of rooms. All right. I'm gonna look down. Like when I come up the stairs to the left, knowing they went that way.
Yep.
The first door I see is the one I'm just gonna like try and like slowly open.
So the question is, Mintra, do you lock your door at night?
I don't think Mintra would.
Okay.
All right.
So, I mean, are you a light sleeper? Are you a heavy sleeper? I mean,
I feel like it should be based on a roll, whatever shindig he's gonna pull off.
okay.
Yeah, I'm cool for a stealth check.
All right, make that stealth check.
All right, let's see. Not bad. 14.
Okay, and mine would be what my.
It'd be, what's your passive perception since you're dead asleep?
Probably higher than that as a bard.
It is a 13.
Oh.
You slowly open the door and you see Mintra just there asleep.
So I'm going to open the door and I'm gonna step out of the doorway so he can't see me, seeing that he's in the bed. And I'm gonna do 2 minor illusions back to back. The first one, I'm going to minor illusion and just cause his bed to rumble enough to wake him up, but not so much that he's like jolted out of bed. He's just kind of like, what's going on? And then the second minor illusion is I'm going to wait probably 5 or 10 seconds, and then I'm going to have the little girl version of Innocence start to walk down the hallway from minor illusion right towards Mintra's bedroom, just holding out what looks to be like a really small doll version of Mintra.
Okay. So, Mintra, you're laying there. Your bed starts shaking. You groggily wake up. Your door's wide open, and you're shaking and you're rubbing your eyes, and you look down the hallway from your door. I'm gonna move him here. And what you see, what's your vision? That's 60 feet.
Yes. Let me double check that. Is it night vision?
Well, there's candles are lit throughout. You got pretty good vision. You can see this. What you see is a small, blonde-haired child in a pink dress, white stockings, black shoes. The dress is kind of tattered. Her hair is all blonde ringlets that come down, and she's holding a little doll that looks just like you. And she's singing. Rock-a-bye, baby. In
It's
the
Dennis.
treetop.
Can minor illusion do sound?
Roll for
Sorry
initiative. Murder that baby.
Murder that baby.
Well, so here's the thing. Mintra loves some song.
Mhm.
So he's gonna pull out his dulcimer and join her in song.
Which is
All right.
crazy, isn't he?
Well, I mean, he doesn't know anything about this little girl other than she's got a crazy, creepy doll just like him, and that doesn't surprise an entertainer like Mintra at all.
So, what I'll do is I'll let them play, but whenever it comes to like a crescendo, when it's like, and the cradle will fall, I'm gonna mage hand and slam the door shut and just have like footsteps run down the hallway.
So that just happened. The door slammed shut. Everybody roll a perception check. Except for you, Mintra, and Kyrus and Godorak.
Oh,
And
okay.
basically, Nenny, Simbir, and Theron make a perception.
Nailed it.
Holy shit, some beer.
I got a +6 on that, bro.
I know. You're the all-seeing, all-knowing.
Theron,
Ah, dude. I'm a spy. Spies got to know stuff.
dude, Theron and Nenny, you guys hear a loud door slam. And it shakes you from your sleep. And Theron, you too. What's that 9 for?
He rolled with advantage because he gets that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has advantage on wisdom.
All three of you guys hear a
Right.
door in the hallway slam. Like it's not a, it's a very loud slam.
Hey, Den, how early are we talking in the morning? Is this like 2 in the morning or is this like 6 in the morning?
It's like 1 midnight, 1-ish in the morning.
Okay.
I'm gonna like slowly creep over to the stairs before anyone comes out of the room, and I'll just be at the top of the stairs, like looking around. What the fuck was that? And I'll wait until somebody comes out of their room.
Okay. It's up to them.
Well, Mintra wants to poke his head out and just look after his door gets slammed, just to see what's outside.
As
Then
soon
he's
as
probably
good.
gonna roll out of bed, wipe his eyes a little bit. And do I have any walls that are outside? Like, would I know if it's early or if it's late? Do I have any windows? I guess no natural light.
No natural light.
Skylights.
No, at the end of the hall, there's a window, but the shutters are closed.
Yeah, so in my room, I wouldn't know.
Correct.
Theron sits up and he's just kind of looking around, but he's just sitting on the bed. He's not coming out of the room.
Okay.
When I see Mintra poke his head out, I'm gonna say, "Did you see that little fucking girl come back?" And I'm trying to say it loud enough where I think somebody else might hear me other than Mintra, but I'm just gonna like say it as if I want to present myself as if we'd seen this child before, because Mintra doesn't know that we ran into innocence.
Yeah.
Nope, no idea.
So,
What child?
you could say it
Wait.
loud enough. I mean, they're all awake. They can. It's loud enough. If you say it, just
I was just meditating. Just chilling.
yep. And it the door slam pulled you out of your meditation. Out of the ordinary is what that slam was.
I'm gonna spend like far too much time obviously faking that I'm looking around for this child in an effort to try and like I want to strike a little bit of suspicion into Mintra about who this child is and why they're here, and just kind of put him on edge is really my goal. And I'm going for like a long con in return for this like he tripped over the log prank that he hit me with. So I'm literally just trying to put him through therapy or put him into therapy at some point during this campaign.
So you guys all here, did you guys see that? You heard Golly's voice say something like, "Did you see that little girl again?" You know, you hear that coming from Galley.
Mintra, do you know that girl? You were singing with her.
I have no idea who she was, but I like to sing.
I mean, I understand you're an incredibly talented man, but that
Do you
thing.
know her?
No is not the appropriate word here. I would say it's more of loathe or abhor is probably a good one. The child tried to kill us.
A little child?
At this point, Nenny pokes his head out.
Okay.
What's going on here, guys? He looks out the window and he
She's
looks
back.
back at these two, and I'm like, what's going on here? I wanted to get some sleep.
Nenny, I'm sorry. I was coming up the stairs and I saw a little girl holding a doll, and Mintra and the girl were singing together, and then the door slammed. Then she ran down the hall and disappeared, and it looked just like Innocence.
Who's Innocence?
The little girl that we saw at the other place, you know, you might remember I was floating in the bed, but that was right after Kairos was floating in the bed. There's demonic possession, and I just kind of like very over the top recap the previous events from that bar in tavern.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing her, but I was trying to save Kairos. But where is she? You seem pretty chill for somebody who just saw a demon girl.
I think it's just the range of emotion is not quite there. I'm always kind of guarded. But I understand that you might think that my lack of concern gives you reason to not be concerned, and I think that this is an issue that we should take seriously.
Nenny's gonna roll insight.
Do I roll deception? Is that what it is?
Deception is what
And
you
I'm
roll.
also gonna give him an assist on it.
Who? Which one?
Maybe.
I was gonna say I don't imagine it would be me.
Actually, better yet, I'm going to give him.
Oh, sorry, I rolled with advantage because you said that, but
That'll work.
What's
Oh.
your deception?
Solid. Hold on. I got something for this.
Excellent poker face.
Oh, it's only an attack roll. Never mind. Okay, we're good.
Nenny, you know he is full of shit. You sense that he ain't telling the truth right now.
All my plans, they're all foiled.
How did he know her name? Do you even know her name?
well,
Yeah.
Galley was there. He would know his.
Galley was there, yeah.
He would know her
He
name.
would've known.
Nenny.
Galley and Kodarak were the only ones that were.
I mean, Galley was the first one to encounter her.
But did
Yeah,
she
Nenny-
say her name?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nenny didn't really Nenny hardly saw her because he came out and she was like it was the end of the fight. So anyway, Nenny's gonna look at Galley and he's just gonna roll his eyes. I'm going back to bed. And he gets in, shuts his door and crawls back into bed.
I'll just say, hey, be safe as the door shuts. And like we'll make like the split second of eye contact and I'll just very obviously wink at you. And then I'm gonna turn and like look over my shoulder as I walk back to my room. In an effort to traumatize Mintra.
Mintra saw Nenny go to bed and just is like, all right, whatever, I'm going to bed.
Hey, Dan, when
Yep.
I hear the door start shutting, I just lay back down in bed and I'm going to cast Good Berry twice and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And go back to sleep.
And then I
Sweet.
cast Magic Missile into the darkness.
Are there girls there? Am I getting drunk yet?
All right.
Oh man.
Morning comes.
Nenny,
You
Does-
all get a long rest,
does that mean Nenny's strength is back to what it should be?
What
including
happens?
Gabaroos.
Really? Am I cursed?
Wait, what?
Wait, let me double check. Were you healed? Did anybody cast healing on you?
Several times.
Yes.
From the last fight? Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
Many times.
I'm pretty much strictly healing.
Give me 1 second. Let me double
Yep.
check that.
Yeah.
While you're checking that, do I get my strength back?
Yes.
Yeah, and Dan,
Okay.
while you're looking up that monster with its CR that should have given a 7th level, why don't I mean just
Did that start this morning at like 8 a.m.? Was that 8 a.m. where the 7th level started rolling through?
yes,
No,
yes.
that was last
Uh,
week at 8 a.m.
Oh,
7th level has been going on, that request, for at least 2 weeks.
I feel like it's at least been 2 weeks and 1 day, somewhere in there.
That's funny.
Also, while you're looking that up, Nenny does wake up a little earlier, and due to everything that has happened recently, Nenny normally rolls out of bed and just goes and does his breakfast thing, but Nenny is doing some monk workouts.
Dang.
Those splits look like it hurts.
Only
Single
if you're
finger
not Van Damme.
push-ups, you know.
What is Nenny up to? 2 fingers or 1 finger push-ups?
Thumb.
Thumb.
Thumbs.
Fun.
Actually, he just uses his nipples and flexes, and that bounces him off the floor.
That's how he does push-ups.
Got a
Who said
really
anything
strong
about
core
you?
at this point.
Still had the worst night of sleep ever. You
Who did?
still do not get the effects of it.
Oh, I
Go
don't?
right, go
Get a,
right.
Yeah,
oh, man.
you're
Son
still
of a-
having those horrible dreams of your son. It's just, and you cannot sleep.
Does Godorak say anything about this?
Oh yeah, I wake up and and I still look like crap. Bags
You look
under
like
my
crap.
eyes, like
He has not had a decent night's rest for about a week.
mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can I examine him?
Again, yes,
Since
please.
I'm new to the party.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Because I feel like crap and I let everybody know it, but for the last week, everyone's like rolling 2s and 3s, and they're like, "No, you're fine. You're fine. Don't beat a baby." Like,
You guys all
so
going
yes,
downstairs?
please.
Is that what you're doing? All going downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
go
sir.
downstairs.
So yeah,
After
Mintra, if
Nenny
you want
gets a
to,
good
if you want to
workout, he
take a
goes
peek,
downstairs.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I did take a peek.
Oh, what'd you get? Yeah, see, people have been rolling like 4s. Yeah,
4, and you got
I
that
know.
+8 going on there.
I know, right?
Can I see him doing this and try and assist being of divine soul?
So, as you guys, I'm assuming you're taking your table in the corner since it's got the scorch marks, and you guys have to take a table with
Absolutely.
scorch marks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where else
I
would you
also
sit?
did remember engrave our names in it.
And the names are engraved in that table as well.
It's our
Um,
table now.
As you guys sit down, you notice that Godorak looks like living hell,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys.
And
are
if
all
I were
going,
7th level, I would be able to cast Remove Curse and save his life, but
So with an assist, I can roll with advantage, right? So I get another roll.
yes.
Okay.
Big money, no whammies.
We'll see. Oh yeah, I'll know.
Yeah. So, as you look at him and he starts explaining things and he points to the wound that is just kind of, it's healed but not healed, right? It's kind of there, and
Still there.
you look at him and you're like, I think you're cursed.
I feel cursed.
Oh man, that sounds awful. Do I know anything? Do I know any way to reverse the curse with that roll?
You got to find a priest or somebody that can remove a curse. That's about the only thing that you can do, or be it a remove curse spell, magic that can remove a curse, potion.
Someone who's 7th level.
I need a young priest and an old
Somebody
priest.
who keeps talking like he wants to be 7th level.
Like, oh, okay. Did I see any shrines or holy buildings on the way into the city?
We could probably ask.
No, you have not yet.
Where that wizard at?
Would dispel magic get rid of this curse? Is it a magical curse?
No, it would not.
Rats.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I do
Godorak's
tell
been
him, of course.
coughing up like a little blood, here and there. Like he's not doing. I feel like garbage.
Godorak, you're cursed. You need to go see a priest right away.
Serious?
Yeah. Is our patron here?
Do you have a map?
What do you mean?
The patron of the
owner
bar.
of the bar.
Yeah, his name was. I'm
He's
This
not.
guy.
Fabian.
This
Sir
guy?
Fabian.
I gotta hide him.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
He's not.
The
But-
little suit of armor might help.
Suit of armor is, and as you guys start to sit there, you see the head pop up, the helm pop up on the table. What can I get you, gentlemen?
Do you have? Wait.
Do you happen to know where we can get a curse removed? Or can your master?
It just sits there, and it's like you stumped it almost.
Yeah.
But then it shivers a little bit, and shimmers a little bit, and it dissipates, and all of a sudden Fabian's face is there. What can I do for you guys?
One of the members of
Our party has been cursed. Is there a priest here locally that we can get this curse removed, or do you have the ability to remove the curse?
I don't. We don't have a temple district in Spire. However, if you guys head, it's at the south. I gotta get my map. Southeastern part of the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's a place called Wayfarer Square. That's typically where a lot of the roaming priests tend to go. Think of it as like a campground type hostel area. We allow people to set up down there free of charge just to hang out and camp. There's a large open area that there's a lot of camping that takes place at night. It allows people to stay safe.
Almost
and
like a
not
stationary
get-
caravan.
Yeah, it doesn't. It protects them so they don't have to stay outside of the wall. Because the Fae around here are pretty brutal.
Is Fabian still on the table?
His head is, yeah.
And I'll say there's no temple district in Spire Witch, but are there witches?
No, I mean, why would you want a witch?
I was just curious. of the
Is
name.
witch.
Golly.
Are you looking for a hag? I mean, what do you?
No, God, no. Keep that thing away from me, so help me. No, I
Crap.
often have come across people who label witches incorrectly for what their magical prowess may lie for. And often it deals with things like curses. And
Well, there's and he goes, that's interesting. There's actually the word that she's returned. I mean, that's something, but she's not here in the city. She's, you can call her a witch. I'll be right out. And his head disappears, and the helm pops up back, and then the helm goes, what food would you gentlemen like to break your fast?
Ooh, what's a common breakfast in this area? I'm just gonna ask him.
What's a great breakfast here?
Oh, let's see here. I've got porridge, eggs, ham.
Eggs and ham.
Eggs
Let's
and
take some
ham.
eggs and ham.
Bread.
And a good morning ale.
Yep, let's get some eggs and ham. That sounds good.
Okay.
I'll have it there. I'll have it.
All right. It'll be out here in a little bit. You guys want one good morning ale for the alcoholics over here? Severe.
Yes, sir.
And I have something from the south. It's new. Not a lot of people around here drink it. It's starting to catch on more. You'll see this place populate some more, but it's called Cafe. It's brewed from a bean. It's really good.
I'll take
I
that.
I
with
stare
my
at him,
ale.
Dennis, like he has just committed some sort of like evil beans. Beans.
Mintra is definitely interested.
I'll have some of that come out to the table as well.
We found the witch.
And you hear the door from the back open up, and Fabian comes walking out. He's got his ring. He comes up to you gentlemen and kind of stands by the table. So you want to find a witch.
I feel like this has gone on farther than I thought it would. I'm more looking for information about people who deal with malignant magic, if you will. Think things like decay or blood magic is typically one. But if you know somebody who does blood magic, please don't recommend them because I want to stay away from them at any possible means. No hags. Things around like curses or they have more knowledge about like what's outside the walls and why the Fae is so dangerous. Typically, those people are the witches I like to have conversation with. However, if you're like, oh, voodoo, I'm gonna, mind blank you, that is not for me. I like myself and I like knowing who I am, and I hope you would not do that to a patron of yours.
Hey,
Because
Dennis, I make sure that as I stare across the table at Nenny, that Nenny and I have this moment right here.
And I'm glad you said that, Kyrus, because Nenny was about to be like,
I don't see this happen.
Yeah, you definitely don't see that at all.
You're gonna look right at Gally and say, "What?"
Look,
So
I'm working on the trust thing here, trying to do Godorak a favor, and there's no temple district, so I'm looking for alternatives. Otherwise, that's gonna get pretty bad.
So
I mean,
I am
because you said no
kind of
evil magic users.
paint a picture here
Done.
for
I'm
you.
clear about that. I'm
I think
listening.
Godorak needs to stop being a baby and just sleep better. I mean, have you tried sleeping on your side yet?
I have tried. It has been a week since I have been able to muster forth any of my extra combat abilities.
Have you released your man seed in a way that would allow you to not have aching knees and fatigued? I mean, look, I'm just gonna be honest, Godorak. I mean,
Godorak
why the heck I'm so
blushes.
chipper. I'm so chipper. And I'll tell
Godorak
you why I'm chipper all the
blushes.
time. Because my buddy, I'm taking care of business.
Godorak, wonder. Yeah, Godorak thumbs the ring on his finger and just kind of blushes and goes, well.
I mean, when you're talking about curses, if you asked me, like, Kyrus, what would be the most cursed thing that could ever happen? It would be like, I don't know, get transported away from my harem full of smoking hot chicks to where I just have to hang out with you guys and can't release my man seed anymore. That would be, I'm just saying, it's early in the morning. I'm thinking through things out loud. That would be horrible. And I would feel cursed too. Every morning, I would feel cursed.
Godorak just mutters to himself, I need to find a priest. And just gets up and starts going towards the dock.
I would like to do a knowledge medicine check to fact check that. And if I do, in fact, confirm it, Mintra's going to speak up and say that's a great plan. And if he doesn't, he's just going to be like, no.
Yep.
Make that roll while you're
Need
doing
some
that.
splody. Need some
Fabian
splody.
looks at Gally and says, now listen. I know you guys have asked about the temple district. The temple district was run out of here a very long time. The Fae do not appreciate the gods. And Mintra, you're not sure he was truth. He could have been blowing smoke, but I mean,
Godorak, it's worth a try.
there you go.
Godric
Just make sure
nods
you
at
take your gauntlets off
Mintra
first.
and keeps walking. He's
Godorak, when your horse is irritable, what do you do? Isn't your horse a much better companion afterwards? Huh? Little bit of a pickup in his step, if you will. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I'll catch you down there after breakfast, buddy. Be safe.
yep.
And
Iris,
then I'm
what are
gonna
you doing with your horse?
Hey, Go,
Godric
Godorak
just feels like crap. He can't laugh even if he wanted to. He's just
Dylan
like
catches it. You do what to your horse?
I just listen. We elves have a
man.
different philosophy in my region than I guess from you guys.
I'm gonna look at Samir and just go, "What the fuck?"
So
Dennis, I just make sure I eat breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and as the most important alpha male in the party, I need to have breakfast. So I make sure I eat really good.
just conversations taking place.
Gotta make
see
sure
a
you have the
ham
energy for your horse.
bringing
Yep.
out the ham, the morning ales, the cafe. All this stuff is out.
I'm not drinking cafe. That's from beans.
Yep. And
Probably makes you
Mintra's
farty.
definitely drinking, but he's also asking everybody in the party if anybody else needs looking at for healing, because it is his specialty.
I kind of laugh
Just
as if
some
I would
morning
have a-
ale.
so Fabian still looks at Galley and goes, "Listen, the temples aren't around. Now, every once in a while, over at the square, at Wayfarer Square, you may catch a wandering priest or two. If you're looking for a witch, my people have said that she has returned, and I don't know if you want to necessarily call her a witch. You could be walking into impending doom, that kind of thing right there.
You're not really selling this to me. You can't say, "Oh, I know something that can help you, but you could also die." Then I don't want your help.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying they call her the Dusk Queen.
The what?
The Dusk
Got it.
Queen.
Okay, sure, yeah, that's horrifying.
Rumor has it she was a shadow fae. She's journeying to the shadow forest. Came here from the Fey realm,
Mhm.
but she has some mirrors, right? Magic mirrors. I don't know if it'll help him or not, but it's she. If you go out the main, you got to head out the past. Called the Wiccan Bridge. You're heading west. You're gonna cross the Witch. It's the name of the river, and head into the Shadow Forest. You won't
Okay.
miss your home, because it's a gigantic ass stone tower. You won't miss that. There's that. You can go to this. You can go down to the Wayfarer Square and see if you find some priests down there as well.
So you want me to take my group of ragtag? I wouldn't even call us friends yet. We're associates. We're getting there.
You definitely shouldn't call us ragtag either.
I say it more in spirit than in actuality. I mean, looking at Kairos and knowing where he comes from, because I do work for his mother, we are definitely not a ragtag bunch.
Yeah, Galley. Correcting
Everybody else could
yourself.
look ragtag. Nenny makes sure Lord Kairos looks magnificent.
I look fantastic right now. I just woke up. I'm eating ham and eggs, and look at me. God, it's
Drinking some
beautiful.
morning ale, you know?
As this conversation is happening, and he just puts his arm around Kairos just to be sure. Prestidigitation.
I mean, we're half a step away from a butler.
Fabian, a question quickly.
Yes.
When we came in on the road, there was a castle or a keep that was the other opposite direction. Who lives there?
That's Lord Faraway.
Lord
Farquaad.
Ah, you got it.
That is Lord Farway. He
Is far away.
no, there's an interesting
Ew.
story.
We'll tell it.
So we're adventurers and we need adventure.
Well, I mean, he can provide adventure, definitely.
Yeah, Fabian still has something that he wanted to share with us too. So
That's true.
Yeah, he said a way we can make our coin back.
Yeah,
That's true.
this is definitely what I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about in the first place. But overnight, word got to me about the Dusk Queen. So there's kind of two places you guys can go right now. Lord Farway, basically, you guys noticed when you guys came in at night, which is very rare. I don't even know how you guys got past the gate.
Same way we convinced you to let us stay here after we drove out all your clientele. It's called persuasion.
You guys didn't notice as you were walking. We're in a cursed right now. The Fae have overran it. It's pretty cursed. Duke Farway has a small little task. Nobody dares brave the elements and kind of the curses that have been taking place around here. But we can't get help until his taxes are delivered to the crown. And nobody attempts or dares take the taxes and deliver them.
All you gotta do is take some money from point A to point B.
Yeah.
How much money can go missing before they get angry?
This is about a 2-day trip.
Don't
Oh,
listen
this
to
sounds like a
Simber.
cakewalk.
But every time a caravan leaves, they get attacked either by Fae, by undead. I mean, there's been talk of werewolves. There's been talk of vampires. All of it's hearsay. All of it's stories.
I'm gonna look at Sabir again and go, "What the fuck?"
Yes,
I'm
Danny?
no-
Yes, little one.
Are there
No.
any
Versus.
green dragons?
Yes.
Hmm.
Because look,
I have
we
not-
honestly got shorted one and we are feeling the need.
Wait,
For green.
I mean, from what you said last night, you are a green dragon hunter. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
He's
why
punched several to death.
I was hoping.
I'm gonna look at Gally and I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, there's been no dragon sighting, but mainly Fae and undead and
Wait, Nenny, I bet the Fae are actually just dragons who've polymorphed themselves to appear to be tiny little winged creatures that aren't dangerous. And we should go liberate those dragons from their fake little bodies.
I feel like I should punch him through the head.
Oh, dude, I'll hold them down.
I'm gonna look at Sabir and I'm gonna say, the gymnastics that Kairos goes through at normal conversation explains why he's so fit.
Trust me,
Not
Gally,
wrong.
it's taken years of skill to develop this ability to bullshit my way through almost anything.
I commend you for that, sir.
I
Well
definitely-
talked about
guys, it's still. Oh, I was gonna say it's still early. I think we go into the square. We try to find one of these priests to help out Godorak, because if there's Fae out there and they're causing all kinds of issues, we need Godorak at his best. And then
we'll go to Duke.
Then let's go to the Duke and let's kill some dragons dressed like imps.
Then we go to Faraway Duke. I usually Duke far away anyway. So
Ooh.
So let's go to the square.
I'm gonna knock on the table twice and just kind of get the attention of Fabian and just say, "Are there any jewelers around or place I can procure gems?"
any jewelers? Is that what you said?
Jeweler or somebody who is like a gemsmith. They have a gem for trade.
Dennis, I shovel food into my mouth while he's talking so that I don't get angry at the fact that we're getting slowed up from the things that we need to do. In my impetuousness.
Actually, to the west, since you guys are going to head to the Wayfarer Square, if you go to the west of the Wayfarer Square, there's a place called the Banking Borough.
Love
You'll find a jeweler or somebody that will deal with gems. I mean, are you guys looking to sell? Are you looking to buy?
That's it.
I'm
It's all
looking to
I
sell.
know. I'm looking to buy.
I'm looking to buy.
Okay.
I need
They
plate mail.
might have some there for you.
Wait, if anybody's looking to buy a gem, I got this nice sweet one that I got burned half to death for.
Hey, that's party loot, bro. Party loot.
Yeah, and if the party needs it, then the party needs it.
Hey, listen, that's not really worth anything. It's fake, remember, Symbiar?
No, I don't remember that because it was never established.
I'm pretty sure you just like jumping in fire.
I'm pretty sure that you should keep that opinion to yourself.
Ooh, bro fight.
Symbiar,
We
I
don't
thought
fight, we banter.
I thought we, got past this when we fought those dragons.
Yeah, we're not. Like I said, we're not fighting. It's just banter.
Okay.
This
all
is
right,
this
all
is
right.
love. This is
All right, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Darren's impatient right now. Let's hit
Darren's
the gemsmith
impatient.
on the way to the square.
All right, let's do this.
Give me a second.
By the way, I just
Symbiar
have to give a shout
downs
out.
his ale and then slams
Welcome
his
back,
mug on the desk.
Ascendant Ava.
Yes,
Thank you, Dennis.
welcome
I had to
back.
give Dennis. I had to give her a shout out.
Heck
Yep.
yeah,
Aw,
Ascendant Ava is our favorite.
that's
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Amen.
But don't leave
True
if you're
story.
somebody else in the chat. But just know, Ascendant
Just
Ava
know
is-
that you're not as good
yeah.
as Ascendant Ava, and it's okay. Look, you got to have a super fan.
when
It just
when
means
we
do
make
better.
it
Also, they
big,
can
Ascendant
always
Ava will
as-
be given exclusive gear. We'll just put it that way.
Amen.
Absolutely.
But they
So,
can all aspire.
Why
to
is
be her
Symbiar down
too,
in the
so-
corner? Would you? Why?
Yep. I know.
You just put
So we
Symbiar in
go
the corner. Okay.
Oh no, we said
Nobody
that.
puts
and
baby
all
in the
our
corner.
viewers dropped.
Actually, we got 3
Just kidding,
more.
everyone else. You're also cool.
Oh, now we got some more. There we go.
Everyone else is
So-
nice too.
To the right, where Mintra is, that is Wayfarer Square. To the left of Lord Kyrus and Theron is the banking district.
Money, money, money.
As you walk into Wayfarer Square, it's
Mhm.
morning. People are starting to arrive. You see people. There's big fires out in the main area. They're starting to cook food, but there appears to be a familiar face amongst the people here.
Okay.
Is it
Tell.
Brother Rasman?
He looks up at you and he smiles. His bald head gleaming the morning sunlight.
Let's
and
go,
he-
Raspan!
Where the heck did you guys come from?
Godorak
this
walks
seriously
over and he goes,
Razban?
"Is yeah."
Yes.
Godorak walks over to Razban. And it's like, brother, I need you. Where have you been for the last week?
I'm going to treat this guy with some skepticism, but the party seems to be pretty open to accepting him. It's just, I know that this town is surrounded by Fae and someone called the
So,
Dust
Dennis,
Queen.
as Golly looks out of place,
I left like 3 weeks ago. And you
Wait.
guys were like doing fighting and stuff like that. It was like awesome. But I got sent over here. How
By
did
who?
you guys get here?
Kyrus, is
Hey,
this guy
Jen.
cool?
yeah, Den, I wrap my arm around Razban and motion to Golly. Golly, come over here and meet Brother Razban. He's actually capable of magic that can heal and help us. Come and maybe you could learn something from him. I think you'd like him. Razban, this is Golly, my countryman, and someone who has helped my mother in ways that have tracked me down into I'm trapped in her garbage, which I was trying to avoid for years on end now. But look, this is Golly. He's here from my mother's country.
Yeah, we haven't even had the chance to sit down and really talk about that yet, but
And we're not going to because I don't want to.
I will agree at some point it is total garbage.
This is my favorite part about this. Nobody wants to talk to Gally.
Yeah, and it's
Golly,
fine.
I
You
just
guys
introduced
love me
Golly
at
to
some point.
Razban. Yeah, I just introduced Golly to Razban. Razban
What?
can do stuff.
Brother Razvan, Thank you for your service, first off. Second off, do you know if there are any other brothers that I could get some ink inscribed in my body?
And I'm smiling as he says that, because I know who can do it.
So he looks at you.
A rivalry for the ages.
And he smiles. He's like, "You're looking for a tattoo? Are you blind?"
Is there egg on my face?
He's a brother of Ibis.
He just kind of stands with his arms open. There's the holy symbol of Idis hanging there on his chest.
Okay.
And-
touche. I'm gonna like turn around so he's like he doesn't see my face. I'm gonna go, what the fuck, guys? Nobody said anything.
I told you, golly, this is Brother Razman who can actually do things that help us. You should talk to him and learn from him. You're gonna like it.
So I walk up to Brother Razban.
He literally did
and
say
I,
that.
And I take his hand, and I shake his hand. I said, "Brother Razban, hey, welcome. It's good to see you. Don't mind him. He's new to the party. He doesn't know what he's doing, but we do need your help."
To the pack.
And then
no, I did not say pack. I said party.
God damn.
Nenny is gonna go and tug on Razban a little bit. Hey,
Yes. Yes,
Razban,
Nenny.
I actually have a serious question here, and I don't know why I'm the only one asking it. You said 3 weeks
What
ago.
are you doing here?
You said 3 weeks ago we were fighting. That wasn't 3 weeks ago. Like that was last night. We were fighting last night, and then we somehow ended up here. So has it been 3 weeks since we left?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, I have the.
And he just kind of looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, they flew you up 3 weeks ago. As they flew you up, Dagaria put me. Let me rephrase that. Lord Dagaria, Lady Yanilla. Oh, by the way, he reaches into his robe and hands a letter to Lord Kyrus.
Do I recognize the letter at all?
That's from my
From your
baby.
girl. Well, one of them.
And
One of the several.
they put me on a fast ship. I flew on a griffin.
Wasn't it cool? It's so fun, right?
It was the greatest, one of the greatest. Yeah, one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. And I caught the ship from Eastland all the way over into this area. They told me to come here. I was sent here, but I didn't know why. I got a slight guess that I'm here for you guys.
Brother Razban, you might need this guy right here. And I point to Godorak.
Godorak.
And I said, he needs help.
He's still coughing, holding like a bloody handkerchief up to his mouth.
Brother Razban, is there anything you can do for him? Because he is just looks like crap.
Mintra's going to describe everything he knows from his medical checkout. As he's scribbling in his notepad.
That's what we think.
Okay.
Well, that's what some of us think. I've already given him some solutions. He refuses to take them.
All right.
Yes, Dr. Kyrus.
I like the sound of that.
Godorak, come on over. Have a seat.
I'll walk over to wherever he wants me to go.
And he's got a bench that's kind of by him. It's a log that's been carved out of two other logs. It's just kind of sitting on top of it. And he sits you down and he looks at you, everything else, and he looks over at Mintra. Curse? Is that what you said? It's a little loud. Nanny's making a lot of noise getting his shits out, but
Mute button for that reason, bro.
Rolls back. Yeah, it seemed to be a curse to me.
all right. What about this wound here? And he points to it's Godorak. You can't see it, right? It's where that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll tap it for him or whatever, or squeeze on it. Yeah.
And it's oozing. It's like green and nasty,
Yeah.
and it's just oozing. And he's like, "Is this not the cause of his affliction? Or do you think that's the cause? Or are you saying that the wound's cursed and it's causing everything else?"
I believe
So that's
the
just
wound
gross.
I believe he is cursed, or the wound is cursed.
Okay. Have a seat, Godorak, and he kind of walks over and
Mm-hmm.
puts his hands on top of the wound, and you start hearing him pray. And you see both tattoos on his forearms light up, very, very bright blue. And you guys see the light leave both of his forearms, and they surround Godorak, and they just kind of run all around him, and all of a sudden they come back over the top of his head, down his spine, circulate around the wound, and penetrate into it. As it starts to penetrate into the wound, you guys see the wound close. It goes from gangreneish, smelly, to a pink heal. A slight little scar happens, and Godorak, you get the effects of a long rest.
Brother Asband,
Baller.
you're the best.
Now,
He knows it, baby.
Thank you so much.
I kind of look over at Kyrus and just give him a.
you know, I didn't know. I didn't need to go. I didn't need to flog the dolphin there for that one.
Trust me, it helps.
Brother Razban, could you perhaps sometime this day assist me with a tattoo?
I thought I sensed you have grown in power. Let's get this done now. It's going to get very busy.
What does your schedule look like for later this afternoon, Brother Razban?
My schedule's full this afternoon. And
Yeah,
he
brother Aspen. Don't worry about it. You can do it later.
points to everything, and he points to all the people around here. There is a lot of people that need to be helped and assisted with.
Maybe I can assist with some healing if you can fit in Galley for a tattoo.
Let's get Theron first, and then Galley. I mean, you sound like a busy fellow. I mean, you were asking about the afternoon. I'm assuming you've got this morning that's going to take up all this time, and you don't really have time for a tattoo. I mean,
I don't know where you got this "I'm so busy" nonsense from, but I'm sure my schedule could clear up in the event that there's a conflict. Now, that being said, Brother Razban, I know we've just met, and in an effort to save face, I'm happy to assist with healing of the town as well. But there are some things that I think would be very beneficial for the protection of this party.
okay. You and well, and he looks at Nenny. You're no longer the little one.
Yeah, he's the little one. Kind of nice.
Not much. Couple inches difference in height there. I like it, but you, Galley, and the new little one. What's your name?
Then he sings a song, Mintra, as he starts singing his song, because he's very animated.
Okay. You two can, as people come up, just announce, that you're here to heal. I'll let you guys deal with that, and I'm going to work here on Lord Theron. And he's like, Theron?
Do you have any healing kits that I can use? Because then I don't have to use magic all day.
Hey Mintra, I reached into my pocket and I gave you 20 good berries.
Dang.
Yeah, he's
Take
like,
care of them while he
it's
takes
like
care of me.
carrying bowling balls.
And storing it.
Yep. I'll hold on to those 20 and start healing people.
All right.
With,
So,
with his Ken
Hey,
doll hands.
Brother Asban, can I watch?
oh yeah, absolutely. I enjoy when
Is
you
there-
walk.
Is there a chair right there that I can sit on?
Well, where do you want your tattoo at?
I want my back, pretty
Okay.
much the top of my neck down to through my spine. So I'm just going to lean over a chair if there's anything.
What are we doing today?
Okay. So I go ahead and as I'm talking, I pull off my robe. And for those of you guys that haven't seen me without a robe, half of my side's completely burnt. My arm's burnt. My whole right side is burnt, and it would burn scars. You guys also see that I have a tattoo of a cub wolf on my left arm. On my right shoulder, I have a tattoo of a beautiful woman playing a lute. And on my
It was
left
the
shoulder,
greatest session ever, and it wasn't recorded.
on my left shoulder, I have the image of a blue direwolf. So I look at Brother Razban, as you guys are seeing these tattoos, and I sit there and I said, I got something special. At the base of my neck, can you do the moon with a bead of light going down my spine, and then an elvish right wolf pack down my spine?
So, moonbeam going into a wolf text in Elvish. Now, do you want it in Elvish runes, or do you want it in Elvish script?
Let's do ruins. Let's go old school.
All right. He's like, do I have some freedom here?
Have at it. And I
Right.
just lean over the chair.
So he actually has you lay down on the log. He pulls
All right,
out
I'm laying on a log.
lay you down on the log. That's kind of it's a bench. It's been shaped into a bench, and you can lay down on that. And this is the coolest thing. If you guys, Mintra, I don't think you've seen this yet. Gally, you've had some tattoos, but not necessarily from Razban. So Razban pulls his tools out, and he sits down, and he prays over them a little bit, and they lift up, and they go to work on Theron.
As he's working, by the way, Nenny's gonna use. He's gonna, as Razban's doing it, he's gonna do an image in front of Theron's face as he's laying down, so he can see it.
That's cool.
So he's doing the tattoo, and it's kind of like a dot matrix printer the way it's tattooing, and it's going just totally top to bottom, but it's like intricate detail. So Theron, as I'm working on you here, tell me the symbolism here between the moonbeam and the wolf pack.
Well, I haven't really had family since I left my town and saw my best friends die. And I've been by myself for the last few years. Then just these last few weeks, these guys that I've met, there's something special about them. They're weird. They're loud. Some of them like to tell tall stories, but I trust them, and I trust them with my life. And sometimes I can't tell, but I know that my spirit always knows when a true friend is there to protect me. We have 2 new members that have just joined, and I'm hoping that one day that both of these guys can also be members of this family.
Awesome. So how did obviously you guys are here, so did the battle go well?
It depends who you ask. If you ask Kyrus, the battle was amazing. If you ask Nenny, there was probably green dragons that we defeated as well. We got our asses kicked, but out of it, we came with 2 new friends, and we're starting to develop and get stronger, which is really good. Once again, thank you so much for healing Godorak.
Oh,
We tried everything, and this town is really weird. I wasn't sure we were going to be able to find someone that we can trust that can heal him.
It's
So thank you for that.
It's been very interesting being here. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I think he pulls out a rag and he wipes your back. I think we're done. And he what he did, and then he's showing this in front of you, is he did the moon in a 3D effect, right? So you got the moon in a 3D effect, and he's got the moonbeam coming down, but inside the moonbeam, instead at the base, is he spelled out in Elvish runes wolf pack, as it's coming from the top of the moon all the way down to the lower part. It says wolf pack.
Just like that, if
So-
you're looking at the stream.
As I stand up, I'm putting my sweater back on, and I take my hand to do produce flame. And this time when I produce flame, it's no longer red, it's now blue. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just kind of smiling. Theron doesn't smile, but he's smiling as he's holding a blue flame. And then he reaches over to you, and he thanks you.
Oh, and he says, "You're welcome." And he's like, "Blue flame, huh?" Spike.
Little secret I have. Yeah.
Spike is
That's
what he
cool.
says. That's all he says. It's just Spike, and he smiles at you.
Yeah.
And
Let me go find that little guy and help him out while you continue to help others.
Brother Razban, before you go and help somebody, what have you been doing the last 3 weeks? I mean, I know you got kind of a taste for adventure with us. There had to be something cool you did.
yeah, I rode a ship all the
Traveling.
way over to here.
He was traveling, Nenny.
I was traveling, Nenny. It was
I know, but like
boring.
I was boring.
Yeah.
Dang it. I was hoping you'd have a cool story because I didn't get to travel on the ship. So
Nope.
just wondering what that would be like.
I
You
look
gotta
at
fly
Nenny
in
and
a
I tell him,
griffin. You gotta
one day
fight
I-
things. I wanted to be with you guys. Lord Degaria wouldn't let me join you.
Oh, you would have done so well. There were all these undead. And then he starts to, as I'm sure Brother Razban is going to try and help people, he's just
Yep.
going to be at his heel, telling him everything about the fight. Like,
Yeah.
if you would have been here, there's these undead. I was just blowing through them. Everyone's kind of hanging back, and I'm just punching through these guys. I don't know why everyone was waiting. And then, the new guy, he felt like he wanted to go and fight the big baddie and got himself killed. Like, he was dead. And then he tried to fight us.
Galley did?
Yeah.
Ugh,
And his
I
soul
can't
tried
wait
to
to
fight
hear
us.
this story. Galley, get over here.
I'm in the interest of not role playing a shopping episode. I would have liked to find a jeweler at some point and buy as many diamonds as I can in the 300 plus size.
The insurance size.
Yeah.
So we will get to that after
You see a vendor over in the corner, second chance diamonds.
you go through them and you're like, yeah, that's a that one won't work. That one won't work.
You see me arrive and I've just got both my hands out towards Theron. I'll sit down with the brother and I'll say, so I haven't done work with you before. Is there like standard operating procedure? Do you need me to fill out a form or anything?
Oh, you just tell me what you want.
You don't need my medical history? Okay.
No.
So I sit down and I'll just start to take off my my shirt and vest that come over. And I'll say the tattoo I'd like is it's gonna be across my back and shoulders down my arms. And you'll see as I remove my vest and shirt and everything else. I don't have any iconographic. There's a word for that. But
Iconography.
yeah, sure. There's no real images to the magic that has been tattooed on my arms. You see a lot of arcane ley lines that go down my arms, like vascular networks, or you'll see these strips across my fingers that I use to produce flames. You'll see I've got different shapes and etchings carved into my hands, but there's not really any major representation. There's no moon or wolf pack or anything. And I'll look at the brother and I'll say, I would like to do a large scale that goes from the base of my spine up, and then there will be 2 chains that go down my arms where there are collecting dishes where coins are being dropped on both sides. So think like a representation of law and order, that kind of scale.
All right. All right. So he has you lay down, and he starts doing his thing. And real quick, just so Ascended Ava knows that she is here and she is participating. Not a lot of people know that magic in my world is granted by the god of Itis through tattoos. So every magic user and spellcaster except for a warlock are tattooed. And the tattoos can be out in the open, they can be hidden. It just all depends upon the person who receives the tattoo. Warlocks are branded. They get branded by their patron. So that is why we are going through a tattooing procedure right now on people as they raise up levels, because they cannot increase their power until the god of Ice gives them their power. So, Gally, as he has you sit down, he goes, the twins.
The twins.
From your other tattoos, and from what I sense, they've been a very large part of your life. Tell me more about that. And as he says that, you just start to feel the inkwork start to begin on your back.
So my kinship towards the twins starts from being what I guess you could call a political emissary towards Lord Kyrus's mother. Primarily, it was through research and like execution of fetching books from the library or knowledge about certain uh, inscription that they may have discovered on some sort of conquest. But as I continued my study, the story of the twins really spoke to me about this eminent issue that is between the two major kingdoms, the two islands, and really it reminded me of the creation of the Titan's Gate. Some way or something has come to and caused a divide between one versus the other. But really, all at the end of the day, that those people had to survive was either divine intervention or something that they can control, which is each other. And so, after reading more about who the twins are and what they do, my motivation to harmonize both of these islands and create peace between both kingdoms, not to just reunite Kyrus with his father, despite whatever issues might be there, I'm sure I'll uncover.
Because I'll kill him.
I think my motivations with the twins are less of devotion and more of inspiration. And I'll just kind of continue to describe the various reasons that, or not reasons necessarily, but like things you see that typically cause divide, when really all that's needed is some conversation to bring the middle gap closer between those two parties. Whether it's like the example could be Gally and Nenny, right? There's some sort of confusion there, but come hell or high water, Gally is motivated to create a peaceful resolution to this so that they're stronger bonded. He knows that there may be conflict along the way, whether it's through the party or through various people, but he believes that through action and evident protection to this party, that he would be able to create this bond between the however many of us are there and continue to be a protector and cause that rift to create peace amongst this group. And the group can be intangible, it can be the islands, it can be the party. It's very vague intentionally, and that's where the inspiration comes from.
Gally, I am super interested in all the history that you're starting to mention because my people have lost all of this. and we don't know much. So he's just sitting there scribbling the whole time too. By the way, everything that he's saying, but he wants to pick your brain more.
Gally will reach into his like robe pockets on his hips and pull out the 2 coins that you'll see him fiddle with often. One is like this. It's almost like wood, but it's made of a metal. It's got that like very dull like hue to it, and then he's got just a solid nickel coin, and they represent both Nav and Novri. And I'll give them to Mintra, and I'll say, we can certainly have this discussion whenever you'd like. Where have you left off with your information?
Yeah, so I didn't know we don't know anything at all, except for that we came to this island to escape. But other than that, all the rock gnomes were scattered so much that only until recently did we really have a large group of peoples, and that's why our airships are doing a lot of these scouting missions, aside from also my mission to save and kill it's not king's son, anyways. And he's starting to like etch the coins, so he puts them under the piece of paper, right, and does like a carbon print of the coins because he's just fascinated to bring them back to his kingdom.
And I'll, like, without turning around, I'll say, and there's another example of a way that a rift has become more prominent in Mintra's life, and through not necessarily worship, but more devotion towards these 2 gods. Eventually there will come to a resolution, right? Whether it's your party delivering information about these airships, the rock gnomes, or you guys meeting with other gnomes and creating a stronger bond, right? Or maybe you guys bring this knowledge of your airships towards more human tribes or elven tribe and share that wealth of knowledge, right? There are always options other than just, ignore and abstain. There's definitely going to be some speed bumps and fun along the way. I can definitely say I've caused my fair share of mischief. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a greater purpose.
So,
and of course, Mintra being not like a norm rock gnome and being a little bit more of a scholar and an adventurer and just curious, he's very interested in this, but then he says out loud,
I can't speak for the rest of my people, but I am very curious, and hands back the coins. Thank you, Gally.
I'll refuse them.
Brother
I'll say,
Razvan
those are yours.
kind of looks at you and he goes, you speak of the great balance, the evening of good and evil. And his tone gets very serious. As you're aware, the balance has been wrong. Evil is prevailing. And you guys, all of you, are going to play a vital role in restoring that balance. Or if you make poor choices, the balance can be tipped and forever lost. And all of a sudden he goes back and he's like, and anyway, it was like weird, different voice, kind of not normal Brother Razvan. And anyway, Gally, thank you so much for that. And he gets his rag and he wipes it off. It's perfect, exactly how you described it. It's to the T, exactly like that. And he looks at you all. I know I'm here. And I'll be here for a little bit longer in case I am needed. Good luck on what you're about to go embark on. And he looks over at Nenny. I think I saw somebody like you.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, Dennis, I sent you some messages. What Nenny was doing while Gally was getting his tattoos.
Yep.
Is he set up shop since the healers were paying attention, and he offered to anybody who wanted healing, come on. I've got an amazing way of healing you guys. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna arm wrestle anybody who's not feeling good. We're gonna arm wrestle, and it's gonna make you feel a lot better. And that's
Every
what Nenny.
time he does an arm wrestle, Nenny's gonna slip him a good berry too, or one of the good berries, right? So that they don't even know.
I'm just using hand of healing for as many times as I can. Hand of healing as I do an arm wrestle with him.
Every time. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
As you're going through the populace, Nenny, go and you hear Brother Razban say, "Hey, there's somebody like you around here." You get a feeling as somebody walks up to the table and sits down in front of you. And they look at you and you look at them. And your tattoo starts to glow. But you see one in his head, almost in the identical spot as yours. And it starts to glow. Are you Nenny?
Do I recognize him?
You don't.
Can I roll insight before I respond to his question?
Yeah.
I'm very worried that this might be Crassias. All right.
You know he's not Crassius. You know he's not him. You can sense that he's not here to do harm.
Not here to do harm.
Correct.
Then Nenny looks at him. Who's asking?
He looks at you and he's I've been around, but I'm known as Dragon Hunter.
You're a dragon hunter?
I have been known to hunt.
Okay. All right. You got me interested. That's your name? Dragon Hunter. That's good. Good that you get to hunt dragons. Like, if they named you Dragon Hunter and you can't hunt dragons, that would be a terrible name.
I have been around for a long time. In fact, I know that you and I know one person.
You know, you're going to ruin this little feeling if you say a name, somebody I'm not a big fan of. So, just spit it out before we become friends.
No, it's the person that we are. We know the same. Is very common. Does the name Bimbart mean anything to you?
Well, now you've got me really curious. You're a dragon hunter. I see something glowing, and you just mentioned a name that's very important to me. So you've got my attention.
Like, I should. And he reaches down into his back and he pulls something out wrapped in a cloth. And he sets it on the table. I don't know how I came here. I don't know why I felt compelled to be here. I'm assuming it was a Gias spell. But this is for you. And he slides it across the table. And he goes, yes, you're of the power to use it. And he gets up and he walks away.
Wait, what's your name and what is this?
And he just continues to walk.
Do you want me to detain him, Nenny?
I really don't know what's going on.
Godorak's hand is on his whip. He's ready. You wanted me to keep that guy here. Do you have more questions for him?
Let him go.
Okay. My hand relaxes. Godorak kind of steps away. Or actually goes, you okay?
Nenny he's a little shook. Like, his normal air is just, it's a little off. And he's just staring at this package. He hasn't touched it yet. He's just looking at it.
Godorak puts his hand on Nenny's shoulder and is like, okay, we're here. We've got your back. Reassuring. Do you want to open that in private or?
I might. I have no idea what it is. I don't know if I even want to touch it.
You want me to open it for you?
I have a spell for that.
Oh, you have a spell for that? Hey, can you pick it up and put it in this bag?
I use Mage
Wait.
Hand
And he drops it in the bag, and we all disappear.
And you are all in the astral plane.
No, not again. Not like this.
Oh.
No, as the mage hand picks it up, you see, and it starts to carry it over to the bag, the cloth falls off of it. And you see a mask. And half of the mask's face is that of a dragon.
What color?
Gold. And the other half looks almost halfling. So it's like dragon into it kind of perfectly shaped as it drops into your bag.
Godorak thinks to himself, gold dragon?
And then he thinks to himself, that was cool. I'm going to have to look at that later. Probably not here, though.
And then he always thinks to himself out loud, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't have it's just an external monologue. There's no internal.
The question of, was that my outside voice? Is always yes.
Yeah.
Nenny is Kronk. He has his own theme music.
No, now he has his own theme bard.
Yes.
True story.
If we don't have Kronk pull the lever at some point, I'm gonna have a real issue.
Dennis, while the tattoo is being put on Galley, how many people was I able to arm wrestle? Because I'm going to mark that many key points used.
4.
Okay.
It's quick. The tattoos are fast. What takes longer, the stories.
So, because of my new abilities, I have Physician's Touch. So I can end one disease. I can also end any conditions like blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. So if there's anybody that I helped that had, outside of the healing I gave them, any of those conditions, then I cured them of that.
That little kid that looked like Tiny Tim, that fool's walking now.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His hand hurts because it got slapped against some wood. But
So after Galley's tattoo, he goes shopping. He comes back. He has
I'm willing to spend all my gold.
got about 400 gold worth of diamonds.
gonna go find Theron.
Yep.
I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm just gonna have a sack in my hand full of gems, and I'm just gonna say, while this may return the material goods, I'm forever indebted to you.
And then I reach. You're gonna hand it to me. I feel it and I shake it. And I know what's in there, and by the weight, I know it's more than what I wasted on him.
Wasted.
And
Operative word.
And I put my hand on his shoulder and I say, "Don't go anywhere." So
Nice.
I stash the gold, and then I kneel down and I pull off my backpack and I'm reaching into my backpack for something. And as I reach in my backpack, I said, "I got something for you." And I pull out a human skull and I hand it to you.
I'll take it. And, I'm just gonna look at it a little puzzled at first, and then I'm just gonna accept it and just stow it wherever I can.
And then as you walk away, I get to take it off mine. I pat you on the back as you're walking away with a human skull.
Okay. Does anything happen to the skull as I walk away, or?
No, it's legitimately a human skull. There's no magic, nothing with it. It's just
Okay.
A gift that keeps on giving.
Gally appreciates the skull as best he can without trying to like crack a smile or anything. And then I immediately think of all of the mischievous shit I'm gonna do with a human skull to Mintra. And he just starts to like go over plans to further cause him any sort of grief and or mental warfare.
Alas, poor Yorick.
Get your hand stuffed in there, make it.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually have two. I have two human skulls on me. I'm a creeper, man. What the?
Where did you get that from? I forget.
Yeah, why do you have skulls on you?
I have marrow ears. I have fingernails. I don't have the goblin ears anymore because we sold those.
Are you sure you're a druid and not a necromancer?
I have a potion vial full of the gelatinous cube.
Yeah,
and then I have a couple other kind of creepy things that I picked up.
In our text group, I sent a message that says, "How long until someone ascends to Lichdom?" The answer was about 2 hours.
Yeah. I do remember the first game that I played, I think with Scott, my druid kept a tooth from like everything he killed.
Yep.
What?
You did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. It started with one random tooth and it just kind of like
it was his
kept
body
happening.
count.
Yeah.
All right.
Tooth fairy.
It's about 10, 11 now. What do you guys do?
Let's head to check this mystery out at I'm listen guys. Mintra is definitely leaning towards this creepy dust queen thing.
Yeah, but we don't need her anymore.
Well, but I'm also curious. But I think if we're going to do anything, we should do this escort
But
mission.
I think that's easy money.
And then get into
Escort means
escapades on the
something
way
very
back.
different for some beer.
Yeah, and then I reference Bimbert from earlier, and I say it's almost like the people that Lord Kairos likes to hang out with.
Yeah.
Probably true.
You know, this seems like easy money.
Fighting
Then
some
he's just
peeps.
looking at Gally.
Yeah, Godorax gets excited at the idea of dissecting Faye.
Hey, Kotarak, do you need any rest or anything?
Godorak just like kind of like rolls his shoulders back and goes, "I haven't felt this good in days."
I hear every bone in his body pop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole way down.
It's like a zipper.
Great.
That's great.
Well, let's go fight some Fae then. Let's get this tax money and deliver most of it.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
Hey,
all of it.
No, all of it. Yeah, Simbier. We're gonna deliver
said what I
all
said.
of it.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
I'm keeping my eye on you.
Good. You still said what I said.
Yes.
All right.
No guarantees.
So, you guys start. You leave. You know the crappy thing is you guys don't have your steeds anymore.
Wah, wah.
Oh, did you guys have good ones?
We had horses.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're normal sized folk.
I had
was
a
gonna
pony.
say I ride a cat.
I
Is it
love
a
the
large
idea that
cat
Min-
at the very least?
When you say cat, do you mean dire tiger?
No.
I just have in my head
Just a
that
house cat, Tabby.
I have in my
Or
head
the
that
shell.
Mintra is just some like marionette that's being controlled by somebody with like popsicle sticks and line, like fishing line.
Like Pinocchio, but better.
Yeah,
I mean,
Real
Pinocchio did
boy!
sing.
I'm a real boy.
Mintra is a
Alright.
real boy, but he's a man. He's like 100 years old.
Yeah, he's ancient. His old bones.
We got you guys all in the
Yep.
same spot. Give me a second here.
Oh, I have were-rat ears too.
Yes, you do.
Is this Dave?
I
or
have-
Sarah?
reason.
I have them written in different areas, and I'm just kind of combining it.
Is this
Why
is
do you
this
have
Dave or
were-rat
Sarah?
ears?
Darren.
Darren.
All right. As you guys walk up the road, that is what you see. As you see this palace
Oh wow.
keep that is there.
And this fool can't pay for protection to pay his taxes?
Oh, you can pay for protection. Nobody
They just die.
Nobody wants to
can
do it.
deliver it. And
What
nobody
the
wants
hell?
to do it.
What is that a screenshot from? I recognize that for some.
I swear it looks like Oblivion or Skyrim.
Nope.
Yeah, it's is it Morrowind?
No.
It's nothing that's copyrighted or could be taken out of this episode.
As you guys
Raj,
walk,
stop speculating about it.
you're promptly welcomed by the gate. As the gate slowly rises, you can see a small committee composed of 4 elegant guards and their captain. They introduce themselves in a very polite way. Welcome, heroes. Lord Fabian told us you would be coming. Welcome to Faraway Manor. You are definitely a sight for sore eyes. I am Captain Johann Belford, head of the guard. I humbly ask you to follow me to the dining hall, where Duke Bouvillard and his wife will briefly join you.
Wait, is his name Duke Bouvillard Farway?
Yes.
I look over at Kyrus, like Duke Bouvillard Farway.
Okay.
So, that's awkward for everybody now.
Yeah, Minnie, I don't get it.
It's got a funny name.
Like a faraway boulevard? Is that what you're getting at? Or
I was
He's
thinking
just got a
Fairway
funny.
Boulevard.
He's just got a funny name.
Godorek just kind of like
yeah, good
Grum-
point there, Nitty.
Godorek sighs and begins following the person.
The
Yeah, I'm with
palace
Godorek
is
on this one.
quite impressive for not the duchy. From what you guys have seen with Spirewitch and around, it doesn't look impressive, but this palace is very impressive. And they walk you through this hallway here.
Are we doing a scene change?
No, oh, I forgot to do the scene change. Forgive me.
Forgiven. Oh.
You get one pass.
All right, there we go.
Darkness. Oh no!
Nope,
Oh,
scoot out.
hey, there we go.
No parents.
Imprisoning me.
Super rich. Kind of makes it better.
So you guys walk through here. You're coming to here.
Oh, okay. We're going from left to right.
Correct.
Okay. Wait, what is this? Oh wow. Okay. Oh hey
Tiny
people.
hall. Nice.
Woohoo!
Here
I don't see anything. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
is where you guys are at.
I see a target-rich environment with honeys.
As you guys walk in, there's a big table with 12 chairs. The Duke and his wife are announced by one of the guards present. And the Duke looks at you and says, I greet you welcome. Please sit and enjoy this meal with me and my wife, Lady Lilara Boulevard, as we discuss the terms of this invitation.
Sure. Does he sit at the head of the table or?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna just slap
Hey.
feet here.
Does Kyrus try to sit opposite of him?
No, Kyrus is sitting by the lady, of course.
Yeah, because let's just be honest. I've got needs.
And as you guys are eating supper, the Duke explains a little bit of what's going on.
Okay.
As you guys have probably heard, Fabian, I cannot dispatch my men to the woods. It would be many unnecessary losses. The last guards I've sent to escort the tributes never reached the camp. It is why I've been asking for people such as yourselves to do the task. It's a very straightforward, simple task. I need you to escort the chest to the capital. I won't lie to you. The chest contains silver pieces intended to pay the taxes. But this time I have had a spell put on the chest that is going to enable me to sense its location. It's precautions to prevent it to be lost again, you see. Of course, I'm going to provide aid and some substantial pay. Half of it right now, the rest at the end. It's 5,000 silver. It's what we pay. It's the common currency around here. I'll give you half of that now, half when you arrive. Can I count on you to do this?
2
And then
days
he
worth of work?
is rolling insight.
Okay.
Can I make one as well? I'm used to having talks with people who are like in lordship. Does this guy seem shaken by any means? And I rolled a 15.
You get no falsehoods from him.
Okay. So 5,000 silver a person, half now when we get there.
There was not 5,000 a person. It's 5,000 silver total.
Yeah, then I guess most of it will reach the destination.
Hey, Simvir. Oh,
Help.
How about any rare pieces for a bonus? And I'm going to try and persuade him into giving us something super neat, because that's what I do.
Yeah, maybe as a way to help protect the party, and then I'm going to try and assist him with his persuasion.
Roll away.
You get advantage.
Thank goodness.
Good thing you have advantage.
Wow.
Natural 20. Let's see it. Oh, shit.
I'm not persuading nothing.
Yeah.
That's a Simbeer roll if I ever saw one.
So the answer is a polite no. It's you're escorting a chest.
Into certain danger.
Well, yeah, I mean, you escort money, you're dealing with danger no matter what.
Are we also being
Fair.
given
The equipment to move the chest? Is this a wagon and horses?
or in my case, a large dog?
It'll be
Regular
a
sized dog.
wagon that will carry the chest with 2 draft horses to pull the wagon. If you choose to ride in the wagon, that's up to you. If you choose to walk alongside or ride with your own steeds next to it, that is up to you. I can get you access to my armory where you can get weapons.
Let's talk of potentially werewolves. Do you have silvered weapons?
Your rapier will work against them.
I know my rapier will work. I'm just making sure that everybody else is good. Also, silvered arrows would be much welcomed.
Hey Dan, what was in the chest again? He said it was just silver.
Just silver. It's taxes to pay to
Did
the
he say how
capital.
much?
He did
5,000.
not say how much.
Oh, he didn't say much. No, that's right.
That's our pay.
Yeah, that's our pay. My bad.
And who is he paying the taxes to?
The capital.
king.
Oh. Hey, Dennis, during
He
this
wants
discussion,
protection.
I need to pay some attention to the Duchess and find out, she's bored. Is she into this kind of stuff? Is she...
Playing footsies with you under the table.
I mean, who could blame her?
If I hear any of this conversation, I'm just going to, try and be very brazen about getting the Lord's attention to help distract away from Kyrus flirting with his maiden.
The Lord has several wenches. He'll be fine.
Daughters?
Roll to flirt with the maiden.
I'm not really flirting with her. It's his wife. I'm just, trying to get to know her, Dan.
Okay.
Hey Josh, I cast guidance on you.
Yeah,
I'm
do
not
I?
really trying to...
It's a
Persuade.
D4.
I'm not trying to make anything crazy here, Dennis. I mean, I'm just a little love and affection.
Add
Good
that D4,
Lord.
baby.
I'm just looking for some love and affection.
That's a
That
29.
woman
Yeah,
loves
that's pretty
you.
good.
Do you want her to drop her panties now or later?
How hot is she, though, Dan? I mean, is she...
You can see her right there, bro.
You can tell that in her younger years, she was extremely beautiful.
Yeah, if you look in the journal, there's a picture of her.
Running
Ooh.
a very... Is there? I did not know that.
Yeah.
There she is.
Leilara Bolvard, the Duchess of Farway.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Lord Kyrus to horny jail.
But managing this duchy and dealing with the curses and everything else is borne on her. And she looks older than she, in reality, she is. And the Lord looks the same way. But
Haggard.
she's blushing as she's talking to you. She's the attention she's never had like this.
I mean,
somebody.
Do they have daughters? I mean, a woman of her beauty and grace must have, of course, been able to bring daughters of similar smoking hotness into the world.
They appear not to have any.
Oh.
Does she want one?
But I bet the attempt was often and necessary. Yeah, I just want her to think fondly of us, Dennis, and I'm going to leave her in that state of, I hope he really comes back.
But she is in that state. What else do you guys do? You gonna ask any other questions?
I'm still on this silver thing because I would like some silvered arrows.
Yes.
I don't.
If possible.
I mean, I don't have silvered weapons. Now, I will tell you this much: the werewolves is town story. My men, the survivors, not once mentioned
Oh.
werewolves. They've
Okay.
just mentioned undead.
All right, then we're good.
Skeletons, zombies, things of that nature.
Yeah, we fought those. Plenty of those.
Hey, Dennis, is it around supper time or what time of day are we now?
Yeah, you guys are eating supper now.
Do we want to rest and take off in the morning? Is that the plan?
Supper time.
I don't know if we should travel through the woods in the dark.
Yeah, that seems like a sensible thing.
Yeah, leave at first light. Sure. Godorek's down for that.
I mean, a little long rest at night would probably do all of us some good.
Take care of the lady.
That sounds
But at
like Kyrus may
29
not be getting a lot of rest.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
I'll cast good berries before you go to bed so I can give them to Kyrus in the morning.
Are we staying at the keep, or are we
Berries,
staying back
get
at the inn?
No, fighting levels of exhaustion, I believe you need a lesser restoration.
We owe the innkeeper. We owe the innkeeper.
A story.
Go tonight.
We do.
We do.
Oh, Josh, you got to watch that part on a rerun.
Yeah.
There is there's
One
no
child just found out other children went to
allow
Doctor
you
Strange.
to stay the night here, so chances are it's going to be back at the village, the city, the town.
Right.
But then are we coming here in the morning to pick up the silver?
Yes.
Or he's going to give it to us right now to take back to that inn?
Well, if he
guys-
does
Where
that,
are we
then
staying?
most
Are we
of it
staying
will
at
make it
the
to his
inn, or
restoration.
are we
Yes.
staying in the castle here, or whatever?
Yeah,
He will
don't
not
give it
let
to
us in at the
Sid here.
castle.
He'll drink all that silver away.
There is no indication that you guys will be able to stay at the keep.
Fair enough.
So,
Okay.
I bet his wife wants us to stay.
oh, she is looking at you longingly that she wants you to stay.
When I catch a mirror, sometimes I look at myself the same way.
Sorry, I take that back. You guys are allowed to stay the night.
Oh dear.
Oh
Ooh.
snap!
They are
I think we have
providing. So you'll stay the night. You're
Uh-huh.
each going. You're going to get food, tent, wagon, 2 horses, and he is insisting that you leave at sunrise.
Pony? Do you have
2
any
horses.
ponies?
No, dude, he's providing the
horses
2 draft
pull-
horses.
2 draft horses to pull the wagon.
So you can ride in the wagon, I guess.
Yeah, I might. We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna have to keep up.
Fair.
Do we still need to go to the inn and perform tonight?
Nah, dude.
No, I want to get on this adventure and start slaying things.
I know you do, and I do too. What I'm saying is, can we just say that we went and did an awesome performance, and now he's not as pissed at us?
Yeah, can we?
Kyrus did make a deal with him.
Yeah.
He sent
pretty
you
sure
up
he's-
here. He
Pretty sure
had
he's
an
not pissed
inkling-
at us anymore.
had
He
an
just doesn't want us
inkling
to set the place on fire.
You wouldn't be back.
Okay. Okay. As long as that's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Still wants to
Thank-
perform for somebody.
As you wake in the morning,
Before we go to bed,
Yep.
Nenny, whenever he gets to his private quarters,
yes,
he's gonna pull out the mask
Yeah.
and gingerly at first pull it out of his bag, and then he's going to just inspect it and see if there's any markings or if there's anything on it.
as you tilt it over, there is a scroll inside of it.
And he's gonna open it up.
All
Oh.
it says is, "Use it well, Bimbart."
So it is Bimbart's writing, and I recognize it. Okay.
Yep.
Then he is going to keep that right next to his quarterstaff, next to his bed, and yeah, that'll be it.
All right. As you guys wake and head outside, you see a wagon that is large enough to carry the chest. There's 3 days worth of provisions, and it can seat 4 of you in the bed and 2 at the driver's bench. So one of you will be walking alongside.
I was gonna see if I could sit on the roof of the cart.
There is enough to fit 4 of you in the wagon. It's not a
Nenny.
cart, it's a wagon.
What about
Gorak will walk.
on-
You know what? Because Mintra is so small, you don't have somebody walk.
Okay.
Gorak will still walk.
I
was gonna say, Mitch-
on
Yeah.
Gally's lap the whole time.
Mintra and Nenny are small enough. We count as one person.
And
We
if
sit right
Mintra's
next to
gonna
each
lap
other.
ride with Gally and lean his head on his chest and act like it's
I-
kind of cute, you know.
I kiss the top of his head.
Put him
and-
on your shoulders. Just put him on your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear Mintra like a backpack and
So, no,
Master
you
Blaster.
gotta swaddle me. And
Pullman's watching.
Yeah, you didn't see that?
I
need
didn't.
an adult. I need an adult.
Toe man.
What's up, Toman?
He called the Duchess a cougar and went.
Rawr. He did say
Yeah,
ooh
Dad,
la
I
la
don't know
too.
if I'm walking or up front, but I'm not sitting in the back.
All right. And Ava actually commented on your valid inquiry of how hot is she.
Look, you can't waste 29s on garbage.
Nope.
no.
As you get ready to depart, Captain Rufus approaches you guys carrying a small wooden box. I spoke with the Duke last night, and he agreed to give you this. There are 6 healing potions in there. And I truly hope you do not need them. But may the gods watch over you as you do this.
There are 7 of us, bro.
Yeah, there's only 6 healing potions.
Gee, I
Did you give
wonder
us our
who's
20
not getting a healing potion.
Did we get our
Baron.
2,500 silver?
Yes.
Split amongst the
Alright.
group. So
And then he grabs it as they offer the silver, and he will count it up evenly.
357.4 silver.
Does Nenny count it up 6 ways or 7 ways is what I'm trying to decide here.
Probably
There's 2.
5 ways.
Wow. Is he going to
Those of the
eliminate
5 originals.
He's going to eliminate Gally out of this, isn't he?
It's
You know-
okay. I know
No.
there are very
Then
few people in this party who can heal. So just pick your friends. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah. No.
Bro, we just got 6
Nenny-
healing potions though. Like
Nenny
you're
is
one of
very
those.
much a man of justice, and he will split it evenly amongst everyone.
Or slightly more evenly among the wolf pack.
No, he does it evenly.
Theron reaches into the box and grabs a healing potion. Doesn't even
So-
question it, just grabs one.
357.
357.
357 gold, or I mean silver.
I will not take a healing potion.
Alright, I'll take one.
Mintra will take one.
Regular healing or
Just regular healing.
potion of healing?
Nenny will grab one as well. Oh, I don't have one? Dang it.
He bids you all goodbye and watches you guys as you conduct the wagon.
Okay.
Since Kyrus didn't say anything, I'm going to add 2 potions of healing to mine.
Okay.
So I think everybody.
The road
Almost
Make sure
seems
Josh gets his
clear.
357.
The road seems as clear as the blue skies above you, to the point of getting even a little. A few hours later, as it falls to dusk, you can see the tree line of the forest in the horizon. You are soon going to enter the woods where the last wagon was attacked. As the road follows into the depths of the forest, it gets narrow and darker, making it difficult for you to maintain your speed. The sun is setting down, and you realize that to keep traveling during the night is very wise, and the horses are old and already tired. You spot a small river going through a glade, and this seems like the perfect spot to settle to make camp for the night.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and settle right where the last wagon got attacked.
This isn't where the last wagon got attacked.
We
You guys
passed.
Enter. You passed out.
Okay, that's good. Let's set up shop here.
By the way, Nenny, who normally doesn't have a hood, has been wearing a hood this whole time, just so y'all know.
Hood bros. Like, I wear a hood too.
All right, cool. Godorak volunteers to take the first shift.
What's up with the hood, Nenny?
Going into the woods, and I was worried we're gonna be out traveling a little bit and may get things wet, so I got a hood to cover my head.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, what are you making the insight check for?
I feel like I don't know if I'm just associating Nenny with Kyrus and his need to prestidigitate Kyrus at pretty much any point. I wonder if Nenny cares about his appearance at all, and that's why he's talking about this hood, or if he's got ulterior motives.
Nah, dude, he's a monk. He's cool.
That's 23.
Yeah, ulterior motives. He's hiding something under it.
Oh.
It's a whisper. Got a whisper.
Yeah, there's a whisper. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's our first whisper.
First whisper.
Oh, wait. Are we supposed to talk about DnD Beyond here? Is that what we're supposed to do?
You can whisper through roll 20.
It's true. I can.
Flash whisper.
Yeah.
Mintra will also take first shift with Godorak.
So, no.
Fire and magic.
Let's see here.
Being an elf, I only need 4 hours, so I can take like third shift.
I was gonna say, and even before we bed down, I want to go kind of walk the line with Theron, like just kind of do a quick scout around, see if we notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay, I'll roll a survival check and see if anything looks kind of screwy out in the woods.
Okay. Is it a perception though, or?
Oh, is it perception? I'd rather perception because my survival is.
Right.
All right, good. Perception.
My perception is also pretty good, but you guys are better.
I'll give it a whirl.
So as you guys search the glade, there's really
Nat 20.
Nat 20. It appears to be a safe spot to camp. There's nothing here that says you're gonna get bitten, attacked by creatures, or anything else like that. It's,
right.
In all sense, this is a good spot to camp. It's a pleasant
Let's get
clearing.
some good firewood.
All right,
You
cool.
set up camp without any disturbance, and while the horses graze, you guys all gather around the
All right, we're bringing back firewood as we went on our little walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're gonna find out what happens next.
Ooh. Ooh.
Bum 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 bum.
Thank you, everybody watching.
Oh man, we're already done?
Yeah, I know.
Dang it.
If you want to catch up on this evening, just kind of scroll down, go ahead and click the link to the YouTubes. We'll have that. I'll have the episode up in about a half hour. You'll be able to catch up.
I wanted to make sure we ended a little bit later, but earlier than we have been lately, because good old Sean has to get up early to pick somebody up at the airport.
And my stupid wife.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And please,
Dude,
if you haven't already hit that follow button.
I'm going to ask you for your wife's email address. I'm going to send her a link to this video and say, could you make sure you check out the last minute of this video?
I was going to say, I haven't stopped recording yet.
I'm not afraid of my wife, man.
Before we go, again, thanks thanks to everybody who watched, and shout out again to Senda Ava for joining us. And I am with you on your last comment of, oh man.
Yeah.
I wish we were still going.
Yes.
But next week we will continue.
Smash that follow button. We're 2 out of the 4 requirements for getting not partnered, but what's the other? And not affiliate. Is affiliate lesser or is partner? Yeah, affiliate. We're halfway to affiliate. So please hit that follow button. It helps us out so we can do more cool things with the stream. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Peace.